morning, children. How are you all? I hope you all fine and safe at home. Children, welcome back to Science e-learning class. Hope you all learned the previous day's portions well. Children, in the previous class we have learnt about igneous rocks. Igneous rocks are formed when molten rock magma cools down and solidifies. Today we are going to learn about sedimentary rocks and metamorphic rocks. First, sedimentary rocks. The word sedimentary comes from sedimentum, meaning settling or sitting. It refers to tiny pieces of stones, pebbles and sand settling at the bottom of the sea, river, lake or ocean to form the rock. Sedimentary rocks are formed from pebbles, sand, mud or clay that get deposited in lakes, seas and oceans. Now let us see how sedimentary rocks are formed. You all know big rocks are broken down into small pieces. This process is called weathering. Later, these small pieces of rocks are carried down by river, rain or strong wind into lakes, seas and oceans. They sink into the bottom and settle down to form layers called sediments. As time passes, more sediments build up which press down the lower layers. The continuous pressure upon the lower layers hardens them into rocks. Such rocks are called sedimentary rocks. Children, how are sediments formed? Yes, sediments are formed when rocks break down due to the action of water and wind. Children, how are sedimentary rocks formed? Rain, wind and rivers flowing down mountains bear away rocks on mountains. These rock particles are carried down and deposited. A repeated deposition presses down the lower layers and hardens them into rocks. Such rocks are called sedimentary rocks. These sedimentary rocks are always formed in layers. They cover 3/4 of the Earth's surface, although they make up less than 5% of the total of Earth's rocks.
Sedimentary rocks. Rain, wind and rivers flowing down mountains wear away rocks on mountains. These rock particles are carried down and deposited elsewhere. Repeated deposition presses down the lower layers and hardens them into rocks. Such rocks are called sedimentary rocks. They are always formed in layers. They cover 3/4 of the Earth's surface, although they make up less than 5% of the total of Earth's rocks. Let us see the examples of sedimentary rocks.
Let us learn the examples of sedimentary rocks. First, sandstone. Sandstone is a common sedimentary rock. It is a soft stone that is formed of sand particles deposited close together. It can be brown, pink, red or yellow in color. This rock is used to construct buildings. Many of India's famous old buildings are made of sandstone. For example, Red Fort in Delhi.
Sandstone. It is a soft stone that is formed of sand particles deposited close together. Many of India's famous old buildings such as the Red Fort in Delhi and many places in Rajasthan are made of sandstone.
Next, conglomerate. Conglomerate is a rock made of pebbles and gravel which are held together by minerals and sand. Such rocks are either grey or orange in color. It has coarse grains and can withstand weathering. Coarse grains means consisting of large pieces of stones and they are very rough. Weathering means already broken down of rocks into smaller pieces. It is used in construction and is also polished to make ornaments.
Conglomerate. It has rounded stones such as pebbles and gravel cemented together into a mass. It has coarse grains and can withstand weathering. It is used in construction and is also polished to make ornaments.
Next, shell. It is made of clay and mud particles. It is used in making bricks, tiles and cement because it contains clay.
Shale. It is made of solidified clay and comes apart in thin layers. It is used in making bricks and cement.
Next, limestone. It is a rock with fine grains that are soft. It contains the mineral calcium and tiny bits of animal shells. Limestone is formed from the shells and skeletons of tiny sea creatures that get buried in the seabed and get compressed to form rocks. It is used in making many things such as whitewash, paint and cement. Chalk is a form of limestone.
Limestone. It is a rock with fine grains that are quite soft. It contains the mineral calcium and tiny bits of animal shells. It is used in making many things such as paint, whitewash, and cement. Many sedimentary rocks have fossils in them because, along with bits of rocks, animals and plant remains also get deposited during rock formation.
Many sedimentary rocks have fossils in them because along with bits of rocks, animal and plant remains also get deposited during rock formation. Next, metamorphic rocks. Children, we have learnt that igneous rocks are formed by the cooling of magma, the hot liquid rock, and sedimentary rocks are formed by the repeated deposition of rock particles that are worn away from the mountains by wind and water. Children, what happens when these rocks are under high pressure and heat at the same time? They don't melt but get converted to a new rock form called metamorphic rock. The word metamorphic comes from the word metamorphosis, which means change. Metamorphic rocks are always formed from pre-existing rocks. Tons and tons of pressure builds up heat inside igneous or sedimentary rocks, thus causing them to change into metamorphic rocks. Metamorphic rocks are hard and tough. Children, What are metamorphic rocks? Yes, metamorphic rocks are rocks that are formed because of physical and chemical changes in igneous, sedimentary or older metamorphic rocks themselves. These changes happen because of heat and pressure.
Metamorphic rocks. Metamorphic rocks are rocks that are formed due to physical and chemical changes in igneous, sedimentary, or older metamorphic rocks themselves. These changes happen due to heat and pressure. The examples of metamorphic rocks are:
Let us study about the different kinds of metamorphic rocks. First, marble. It is formed from the sedimentary rock limestone. It may be white or grey in color. Marble is used in making statues and for other ornamental purposes. It is quite popular as a material for flooring too. The Taj Mahal is made of white marble. Next, slate. It is formed from shale, a sedimentary rock. Like shale, it splits into flat layers. It is used to make bricks, cement, slates and blackboards. This rock is grey and shiny.
slate. It is formed from shale, a sedimentary rock. Like shale, it splits into flat layers. It is used in making bricks and cement.
Next, gneiss. It is formed from granite, a igneous rock. It has different kinds of minerals in it, which give it a straight or streaked look. It is used as a building stone. It is used to make floor tiles.
Gneiss. It is formed from granite. It has different kinds of material in it, giving it a striped or streaked look. It is used as a building stone.
Next, quartzite. It is formed from sandstone, a sedimentary rock that is rich in the mineral quartz. It is a very hard rock and is weather resistant. It is used in glass and ceramic industries and also in making jewelry and ornaments.
Quartzite. It is formed from sandstone that is rich in the mineral quartz. It is a very hard rock and is weather resistant. It is used in glass and ceramic industries and also in making jewelry and ornaments.
Children, depending on the way rocks are formed, they can be grouped as igneous, sedimentary and metamorphic. Igneous rocks are formed when molten rock cools down and solidifies. Sedimentary rocks are formed by the repeated deposition of rock particles that are worn away from mountains by wind and water. Then metamorphic rocks are rocks that are formed because of physical and chemical changes in igneous, sedimentary or older metamorphic rock themselves, caused by heat and pressure. Children, copy the notes in your science booklet. Third question, why are sedimentary rocks formed in layers? Answer, sedimentary rocks are formed due to deposition of rock particles that are worn away from mountains by wind and water. Repeated deposition presses down the lower layers and hardens them into rocks. Therefore, sedimentary rocks are formed in layers. Thank you children. Have a nice day.